So, question: have people got too cynical when it comes towards comic book movies, adaptations of movies and shows and things of that nature? Have people just gotten too cynical? Because I feel like at this point, we are in an era where there is, as a comic book fan, as a geek nerd or whatever you want to think, call it, just in this age where we have movies on the big screen, we have TV shows on a small screen that looks amazing. We have things where we have the movies and the TV shows crossing over and stuff like that. We are in a golden age when it comes towards comic book genre. And yet some people act like the most ungrateful, cynical people I've ever seen. It's like no one likes it's like people just aren't fun anymore. They don't like anything. Everything is bad, everything is sucks, everything is trash, everything is woke. It's like, wow. It doesn't matter what they do, people are going to sit there and just trash it. I was watching a video and somebody was talking about, oh, Blue Beetle was trash and this was trash, and it's just like, first of all, it's like Blue Beetle was actually pretty good. Um, One of the really good DC movies that I've seen in a very long time. But it's like no one's happy with anything. No one's happy with anything, and it's just like it's cool to be negative. You know, you take a look at YouTube videos, right? The more successful videos usually come from a place of negativity. The more negative you are about a particular movie, a particular show, a particular genre, the more views you get. And it's just like, wow, really? I was looking telling maybe a couple months ago. I was like, I was telling my friends, I was like, I think you should do YouTube. Be a really good commentator. Just you're really knowledgeable and you're really insightful, and I think you'll do really well. He was like, yeah, but the problem is, I have to be negative all the time to be successful. And he is 100% right. And that's where we are now. This is where we are now. And I can tell you this is where we are because there was a point. There was one point when I sit there and first started watching YouTube. And yeah, I would sit there and like the videos that would, trash a particular movie or trash a particular show or whatever. And I look back at it now and I'm just like, what the hell is wrong with me? I mean, I had a whole lot of issues back then, but it's like, what is wrong with me? And you realize that apparently it's just more fun to be negative, and that's what people look for. I made a video yesterday about the Marvels and the unnecessary amount of hate that the movie received. I mean, let's put it this way: people were hating it before it came out, and the new Echo Train trailer, people are practically calling it feminine woke garbage. That's what one person wrote under the trailer in the YouTube section. I'm just like, really? Feminine woke garbage? Now, I've watched that trailer at least 3 times. There was nothing woke about it. There was nothing woke about it. And yeah, there's a woman in it. And guess what? She's not Caucasian. Holy shit. Oh, and it must have triggered him so bad that it's almost like he couldn't even really find the words to really sit there and justify his hate. So he just said whatever, just the first thought that came to his head. Stuff that's like buzzwords that people would sit there and use that gets them triggered and stuff. Let's not get this twisted for a minute. I'm all about representation, but I'm also all about a show or a movie or a show or a movie being good. And yes, I've seen where companies have gotten lost in the sauce and decide to use representation as a check off, as a check mark list. That's it to make sure you got this, gotta make sure you got that, gotta make sure. No, you gotta make sure that it's good first. Yes, I think representation should just come naturally. I don't think it's something that they should make sure they have to put everything in there and put buzzwords in there. No, I think it should come naturally. And so I do believe that a show needs to be good. Yeah, because you can have all the representation in it, but if the show or the movie is garbage, nothing is going to matter. Okay? But that doesn't mean that, things don't just necessarily get hated on and crapped on simply because you have a woman of color, you have a woman on there, you have a person that's gay or bi or anything like that. So give it a chance, see if you like it first. They don't do that anymore. They'll sit there and go to their favorite YouTuber that is super negative and will talk crap about it. Like, yeah, I knew it was a good idea. I mean, I looked at the cover and that was enough for me. And people are just so gullible. People are so gullible, and I know that sounds. I don't want to sit there and say like an oxymoron, but it's like people don't sit there and trust their own opinions anymore. And it's weird for me to saying that for somebody who gives opinions on things. Now, if I sit there and do a movie review or whatever, that doesn't mean that you just take my word for it. I want you to sit there and watch it and decide for yourself. But if you're looking for an idea of what I may think of it, I'm going to give you the honest answer. That doesn't mean I don't want you to go and look for it yourself. That's the thing that most reviewers and things that, they don't necessarily tell you. Especially the ones that really love to profit off of negativity. Because, I mean, why would they want you to sit there and think for yourself when they just want you to come there and click on their video and buy their merch? You know? It's just, it's pretty sad the era that we live in because it's like you know, Star Wars, movies and shows getting movies, and everyone is just super cynical and nothing is good. And people act like they can sit there and make a better product themselves, which is laughable most of the times. Yeah, you may have a good idea. You may have a good idea. Okay, that's great. But it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think that they understand how hard it is to sit there and make a movie. I really don't. I don't. One second. And granted, it's not you know it's not a way to sit there and say they should just stop making good movies. They should just slack off and stuff like that. But the people that really get virtually really angry, I don't think they understand what it's like to sit there and make a movie. They sit there and they look at something, they crap on it, and they act like, oh, well, I could sit there and do it so much better. And I say to those people, okay, do it. What's the script? What's the script? What's your casting like? You're gonna be writing, you're gonna be producing, you're gonna be directing. What are you gonna be doing? People forget how easily it is for them to be humbled really quick. If somebody was to sit there from Hollywood and come up and be like, hey, why don't you sit there and do this? Well, I give you the money and everything like that, do it. See how good their product is. See how brave they are to sit there and put their name on this product that's going to be so much better than everything else that came out. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty much about it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.